Basically the same combat again. Love it. If I take some damage on this turn, I can actually get this off. Well, I don't. I'm going to take damage this turn anyway. All right. We sloth. We got the slothful impulse. We did it. Wait, I spent 3 on it and it didn't take the energy, but huh? You need to put 12 energy into sloth in total to complete its quest. Pourquoi? Maybe I would be able to kill the deformed peasant this turn, actually. Actually, maybe. Lowest damage hits first. Hey. Oh, I moved. Never mind, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to risk it. Oh, of course I shouldn't have. It's fine. Wooden flute. Yeah, that was all risks that I did not need to take there. I took them because I forgot that I didn't have. Actually, we would have done it with it as well, by the way. I forgot that I didn't have the cracked stand, cracked ethel. One of them was in the weapon slot, and it was 5% extra damage per card I cast in a turn. Is sloth now permanently completed? Yep. Now it's just always going to be slothful impulse in this deck. I'll debuff everyone's damage as well. Faints and a bow draw. Get some buff damage. Oh yeah, just for the run. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Permanent can have multiple. There's many different permanents out there. Okay, if I stun you, faint, and then tainted force, I only need to take the deformed peasant down. In order to prevent myself from taking... Well, I mean, I'm already not taking that much damage. So I'm going to get this and try and throw it at the zealot over here. See if I can get you down this turn. And then we can start working against your barrier. That aim shot would already do it. Although it's hard to turn down a charge for 200% right there. Nice. Maybe I shouldn't have chosen one of the slower classes in the attempt to time trial between 2 different games today. Mayhaps. Throw the distraction at him. I could probably hold a bow. Don't need to, but I could. Keeping those options open. I think I'll just wait for the elemental arrow to take out the Forest Guardian for us here. So this is triggering off of discarding any card, which means I'm really going to want more power to discard as quickly as possible. We also have the munitions recycling. Every discarded arrow and spirit arrow increases the damage of the next hit by 10. Ideally, if there was something in this, like, you know, discard all other cards in hand, draw as many cards as you can discarded, that is the kind of card that we're looking for as many copies of as we can possibly get. Gimme arrow. The Master at Arms sells that card. Interesting. Pandana says, weird question, but if you were to create a deck builder, ignoring time, budget, etc., what design elements from other games would you have played / peeked at? I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I would have to... I would hope that those games would the design mechanics and elements would fit the game itself, And without thinking of a game wholesale, it's hard to think of whether or not those would fit it, you know? I think that would be working backwards. At least in the way that I would approach it. Like, yeah, you can totally make a game out of being like, oh, this is the thing that I want to make a game around. Like, you know, this aspect
the florist
I would like to explore.
You want to ask me, but you know how it is sometimes with such women. Sometimes you need space. And so here I am, giving her space. Anyway, how can I help you today?
I mean, the bouquet has been pretty good every time we've gotten it. 50 armor this turn, 40 barrier. Gain a block next turn. Actually, do I want any of those? Oh, I still lose the 50 even if I don't take... Wow. Rude.
As you approach.
Yep, you guessed it. Issues with personal space again. How can I help you, kind friend? Whoops. Tainted Force would increase the damage of all enemies, but I'd lose energy next turn. Upshot's clearly not enough damage for anyone just yet. Hold a bow, upshot. Probably doesn't kill anyone, but it theoretically could. Then next turn I have 0 energy. I kind of like it. So it's Unbreakable Faints. It was supposed to be Pebble... Well, now I shouldn't do it. It was going to be Pebble Throw, Hold a Bow, and then Destroy a Target. Oh, but it's still so good. And it wouldn't even take damage on the back. Fine. It was a bad idea, and I shouldn't do it, by the way. Just like getting an enemy dead on the first turn. Makes everything so much smoother. So your flute effect? My flute effect at the moment is decrease the damage of everyone this turn by 50%. Breakable Faints isn't going to defend us here. Thankfully, we are already defended by courtesy of having such negative armor. So I should probably just launch all of these shots into the Warped Lightseeker and then smoke shot the summoner over there. Summoner? Mindbender, rather. No buffs. Actually, honestly, the negative armor is really helpful. I don't even have to defend and I'm still defended. So this is discard 9 cards, but okay. So that'll get us to our next elemental arrow trigger. Which I'm hoping is enough to... And it is. Sure to get a Pebble Throw out there. Decrease the armor. And I will flip this back to the other side as well. I wonder if there's a negative armor build. I think there is. I definitely had a run where it gave us... Like, one of my runs was used as a very defensive tool. It was inconsistent, as you might imagine, because it also buffs the damage of the enemies against said barrier. I'm not going to say that build won at all, because it didn't. All right, Upshot, what can you do? Damage, as it turns out. Overdraw, gain 100% damage this turn. Flip to the other side, gain 200% damage this turn. That's not a bad maneuver right there. Corrosive Weaponry, draw 2 toxic shots. The toxic shots themselves Spirit arrows that deal 1 hit and 50% of the damage. 1 hit for 50% damage and reduce the target's armor by 50 until the end of combat. This, I like this. This is good. Not for this build. It's like, Sentinel would want this. Muscle Rupturing Shot. Deal 1 hit for 400% damage. Next turn, draw 2 cards less. Good lord. I want that too. I just want to replace all of these base shots in the deck with, like, killer shots like this. Overdraw is very, very simple, but it's good. It's just good. Oof. Oh, it's hard. Oh, it's hard. I'm taking this one because it gives us something that we don't already have the ability to do. Hey, what's up, Stan? Why don't you merge into a new one? Reduce the armor of all enemies by 17. Yeah, the rewards are still hidden behind me, but unfortunately, something will be. No matter what here. Alright, that's the Tainted Skull. We'd already gone back up to that. That seems to be a boar in front of a Tainted Altar. Do I have enough livers already? Yeah, we've got 15 human livers. Okay, so I want to go to this altar as quickly as possible. Hi, Ahito. Welcome in. Alright. I'll take this fight with that candle. Feel pretty good about that choice. Increase damage to all enemies by 50% for 2 turns. Doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, I'll increase their damage, but it's not going to matter because they don't really do damage. It's not really their thing. I just skip there. I don't like overdrawing this playstyle. I usually have a high damage number anyway. The difference between 2,000% damage and 2,100% damage, 2,100% damage rather, isn't that much. That is true. That is true. It's here in the early game, especially while I have other quite powerful shots that I'm feeling like I'm liking it, but I don't know. I could be wrong. It's just my initial lean. One of the best things you can get is the Zealous the passive, gives damage per point of unused barrier. It's really a game changer. Yeah, if we can get that, then I can turn this into a build where I just defend for the first 2 cycles and then unleash a hit for 1,000% damage. And it would not be even difficult, even slightly, in fact, to do that. Gimme arrow. You're dead meat, mate. Throwing knife. Deal a hit for 100% damage. I should probably get that in here instead of one of these combat items, like the Snagfather's Charm that I'm not necessarily going to use. Yeah, it seems quite useful. Oh! Another crack stand. Okay. I'd like to get to full level crack stand at some... Oh, wait, this is an All-Mother's altar, not a Tainted altar. I could buy a legendary card, but I don't want to. Glad to hear 17X. Let's perform the ritual and see what we see.
You feel a strange...
Healing powers increased. I mean, look, I could heal.
The priestess lay.
Feels like such lost value to heal. That's what my potions do. That's not what I do. Okay. Who are you protecting? This is the candle maker. Okay. Is this going to be continuation of their quest? I feel like negative armor on enemies whenever you discard an arrow might be even more important than gaining damage from barrier. Both a good mind, but armor reduction goes a long way. Armor reduction does go a really long way. It's just caps out at 500 negative on the enemies. Although maybe that's not even a realistic number to end up getting to. I could kill with an upshot this turn. Mm-hmm. Immediately gonna prove that. Gosh, I actually might be able to kill with just Furious Overdraw stuff as well. Love it. It speeds up the early game at the absolute least, that Overdraw. I like it for that reason. At the absolute least. Cracked Gar increases damage by 2. When you're increasing your base damage by percentages of 500, 1,000, etc., increasing your base damage is really good. I do like this. Oh, do I put it over Polished Stand? Probably not, but I probably want another weapon slot so that I can actually get a Cracked Gar in there. Hey, Countermaker.
Oh, hello. It's good
Hello.
to see you. I'm
good
looking
to
for
see ya.
components that could make my candles better. No luck so far, though.
Mick.
Anything I can help you out with in the meantime?
Ooh. Oh, the special passive skill is them burning less. I can do that. Doubles the duration of all weirdness repelling items? Sure. Let's jump back up here. This is... That looks like a pilgrim? Looks like the Pilgrim of Londor, so that's just... multi-striker in like a cleric kind of situation? There's the Seeking Traveler there as well. I don't know if I've ever seen the Seeking Traveler prior. I'm gonna pop the light on. God, am I gonna double pop the light before I go into this pack of enemies? There's a chance. I think I will. How many rune slots are there actually? 3 in each of the weapon and the armor. Reduce the armor of all enemies by 50% until the end. Sorry, 50 until the end of combat, not percentage. Overdraw and hold a bow on this turn? Oh my god. That's fun. Do I do it? Lose 25 armor for 3 turns. Probably not. I'm gonna throw out these 2 shots though. Perhaps you know what the newspaper pages do. I've been playing for a long time and I still don't know what they do. The journal pages. I think they are just like a marker of quest progression. I don't know exactly how they contribute. I apologize that I do not have a great answer there for you. That almost certainly gets the kill, but if we use the Unbreakable Feints first, we can guarantee it. And then I might as well just play some more of those out. Stun you? Yeah, I don't need you buffing anyone. TBD is what they do? Okay. Two incoming, no block otherwise. We'll use the Slothful Impulse. Definitely unbreakable, these chains. Okay, that'll instantly kill you with the upshot. Good. And then the Furious Overdraw will give us the aim shot being not enough. Is this going to be enough, though? Slightly not. Mods on the Tainted Grail Discord are saying they're not implemented yet. They used to be the only meta currency. Ah, okay. Okay. Wrong order there. Yeah, because I could have had the ability to pull out the fire arrow. Yep. That's a good point. Well made. Cracked. Ooh. Oh, ooh. Is the thing I asked for? Now we are increasing our own armor by 17. Hey, Seeking.
He's just a lost soul, wandering between clouds of weirdness with a fading weird candle in his hand. His eyes light up when he sees you. You notice that he is not actually looking at you. He's looking at your candle.
Thank gods. Mine's almost out. Do you have more? Please. If you don't help me, I'm done for.
Oh, what are you looking for, bud?
I have to find them. They're somewhere. I know it. I can feel it. And I need to be there. To be by their side, now.
Sure, have a weird candle about it, bud.
Thank you. I promise to make good use of it.
Hey, Abba. Good to see
He
you.
continues with his search.
Trust increased. I feel like I made the right decision there. Now this Treasure Guardian, that is a elite kind of encounter kind of situation. Although, if I'm going to get more slots, this is how we're going to do it. Howdy, Sphinx. Welcome in. Fortune Seller. I actually don't care about the Fortune Seller. I'm only really fighting that pack of enemies for experience. Let's go to the Treasure Guardian. Let's do it. This is a minion fight, isn't it, as well? Herd Instinct. Long live the king. I don't think this says so, but I think it is a minion fight. Like, I think if I kill the Rat King, we win. I think. It's damage of all enemies. Reduce a random card by 2. Okay, we'll leave that through the next. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Glad to hear and glad to know. Okay, if we can get a full elemental treasure, it'll do it. All treasure guardians are 1 if you kill the elite. Ah. Intriguing. I did not know that. I'm very glad to now. Pebble Throw for more armor loss on the Rat King, as well as preventing a buff. Feels like we're going to take damage this turn, though. Am I okay with taking damage this turn? Maybe I'm okay with taking some damage this turn. I could be convinced. I don't think I'm pulling this out and there's going to be enough damage to take down the Rat King right now, so... Let's go. Wooden Flute, pass the turn. I can feint, hold a bow, use the ult, and then kill the Rat King. Almost certainly. Almost certainly. Yep. Seems like that one worked well for us. Okay. Feint. Reduce the enemy's damage by 25% and gain 10% damage for 2 turns. Upgrades to... Actually, the second version of it is the same card again. And then final is deal a hit for 100% damage and reduce the enemy's armor damage by 50% for 2 turns. I gotta say, the power level of maneuvers are really, really inconsistent in my mind. Here's an example. It's not when they flip, they're super inconsistent. It's across the different set of maneuvers. Like, I've already taken a couple in this deck that are really, really good on basically all of their sides. Distraction's really good on both sides. Furious Overdraw, sure, maybe this isn't the build for it, but I'm enjoying it right now. And in other builds, really good on both sides. Hidden Potential. Gain an energy. 0 cost maneuver. Lose 50 armor this turn. 2 cost exhaustion. How is this sleeper best card? The card reads infinite energy. How? I've heard someone say that before as well, and I don't understand how. Because you play it and then it goes to the discard. Is it something that gets pulled? Oh, wait. No. This is good for the apostate, right? For a different class that holds things in hand. Yeah, on Apostate, you can duplicate it to flip it back to the original side. Yeah, in the Apostate, this is the infinite energy. So we're not playing Apostate at the moment. We're playing the Zealot. So this is not for us. Okay, so maybe it has differential power level because it's just particularly good in a different class. I'm not going to be taking any of these. I could re-roll, but... you know, sometimes... I do want to save my money for some other thing. Do I want to save my money that much? I'm going to need to take cards if I'm going to win. Nah, not those, though. Increase your damage by 2, strong grip. I do just want to increase... Each point of unused barrier increases the damage of the next hit by 2%. Much as I want to increase my base damage, that's the one that I want to get up first.
You found what was... when you feel...
Shimmer and Blur, gain 2 damage, just straight up by... Gain 10... Oh, you can't turn that down. 10 armor. Thank you. I wish. Though if I stayed on that screen longer, I would have taken other options, but nope. Not with what I just got. How dare? I can stun one of them and then reduce everyone's... I can take only 1 damage this turn. Let's do that. Well, 2 damage this turn, rather. That, as well as bow draw, and then we pop out the wooden flute. Incoming damage is 1. I could stun one of you as well, actually. Probably worth doing. How is positive armor something that becomes negative armor? I don't understand the barrier, and you having said this negative armor is so good for us. How is positive armor something that becomes negative armor? So it can become negative armor if, you know, I affect it myself or if the enemies affect it. The negative armor can be good for us because it generates barrier. All barriers last only 1 turn. If you start a turn with negative barrier, you gain barrier equal to 50% of the missing armor. So, Agile up there. Furious Overdraw. 2 more copies of Unbreakable Feint. Reducing armor of all enemies by 25 for 3 turns. Yeah, not super relevant, but it's okay. We could do it. Let's go for an Unbreakable Feint and probably charge over another Unbreakable... no, I'll just do another Unbreakable Feint. And I'll reduce everyone's armor. Sure. I'm probably going to kill someone in the next turn. Hopefully. 1 more Unbreakable Feint, and Upshot is now lethal on any target on the board. Good. Probably continue to be so for a bit. Let's use an Unbreakable Feint, Slothful Impulse, and pull out a card from the Elementals. Can this just take a unit out? Yeah, it can. Let's go against the healthier unit. And then can I take you out too with Upshot? Yes. Good enough for me. I should probably leave Furious Overdraw in here. Don't need to use it right now. Just finished difficulty 19. Give me a class for 20. Southside's Blood Mage. I'm gonna go in with Berserker. Risk it all. Cracked Calc. I do like a Cracked Calc. Maybe not right now. Maybe that's one that I transmute into a different one. In fact, almost certainly going to be one that I transmute here. I still don't really buy anything from any of these just yet. Blood Candles. Sacrifice 10% of your max HP. Light a weird candle. Interesting. How many classes are there? 9 in total. 3 rangers, 3 melee classes, and 3 archers. That's the All-Mother's Altar. We've got 1 more enemy up here, as well as 2 different locations and milestones. I should probably get weird candles from each of the milestones. Where's the other milestone? I guess I can get it after the final fight. Aren't Talking Skulls what you wanted before? No, not that I'm aware of. I mean, I don't need to buff for this fight, at least. Let's throw that shot and then feint. And set ourselves up for pretty much an instant kill this next turn. Yep. Well, instant-ish. And then the other weird candle was like way up here. I'm gonna be fine in that legendary. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine in this legendary encounter. I'll just tank up and then blow up the boss. It's gonna be okay. I don't want to like double milestone after that, right? So I just want the weird candle. I'll even use one before the boss. I'm not threatened, but is there any reason to power up all of the milestones? Not that I can see. You already start with one of them spawned out on the board, eh? Interesting. When they're killed, they add helpful cards to your hand. That's actually good for us then, for you to have that on the board already. I'm going to use the throwing knife to do this because I don't want to use my own aim shot. Just a lot of energy. Seize the opportunity. Of course, that's not really going to do anything to you. So I can Pebble Throw, which I want to. Lower your armor by 25 until the end of combat, although unfortunately by stunning you, we've also spawned a moving stone. I knew that was going to happen, but still not jazzed about it. Let's use the charge for the double discard. Probably don't want to use the wooden flute just yet. We can hold on for a bit. Good feints. Probably don't need to use Slothful Impulse this turn, which is good safety there for us. Upshot for one less energy. I think I actually may already be waiting to kill the Awakened Golem. Just passing as many turns as I can until I get there. Feints. Unbreakable feints. Because your armor is just lowering every turn. Loses some armor every few turns. I think we can do this. Hey! Hello, Nemo. Good to see you. Gain a block and an energy, draw a card, but lose 10 armor until the end of combat. Not really how we want to go. If at all, we can be avoiding that. Upshot, it's already showing that it's getting near the enemy's HP. One block and one energy. So that'll prevent the big hit incoming, right? Ooh, Stepping Stone, that's good too. It does indeed. Gosh. There's no way we're even close on that right yet. Yeah, but it's a block again. Let's... Unbreakable Feint. Armor of all enemies by 25 for 3 turns or more. I guess Distraction doesn't really matter too much this turn. Oh, but I don't want to play Hold a Bow this turn anyway, so... Tainted Force. Distraction. Popping Gamble out there as well. Slothful Impulse to throw anything? No, pass. Elemental Arrow is at max, 4 times aim shot damage or air shot, and 2 times on the other. Right. So we have these as the base arrow that would be summoned for us right now. But their damage is increased by 1,000%. So 10 times. And then another, yeah, okay. And then also, okay, yeah, we have lethal, 100%. In fact, like, we almost have lethal just with the Furious Overtime and Upshot here. Can we do that with the Furious Overtime? Can we? Almost. I did a lot less damage than I thought it was going to do. I'm gonna take damage here. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Let's give him a wooden flute so I take a little bit less. Even not possibly no damage, but as little as we can take there. Huh. I thought that was gonna be it, but apparently not. Double up on feints is not really a bad time. And we can even use the gamble and then charge. Oh, it didn't give us an energy. It gave us other feints. Still good with that. All right. Aim shot should be able to get the kill next turn anyway. 250. No, apparently not still. Upshot. Can though. Get him. Of course. And then I always forget that we actually have to kill you as well. Give me another arrow. Should have obviously done that in the other order. It's okay. It's okay. We got him. In the end. We get 2 weird candles from that combat, as well as a cracked calc, leaving us 1 away from an upgraded version
like
there.
An echo of something that.
Now, I don't know if I want to specifically constantly be going to the secret boss. Because it is very much like a high score table rather than like an alternative boss. I want to just make the run more nutty, to be entirely honest. Take a special passive skill, remove 1 card from the deck. I do like removing cards. But... oh no. Every 10th card played in 1 combat increases your damage by 10% in your own combat. No. Rewarded Restraint. If you played 2 or less cards in a turn, next turn gain 100% damage. That's actually happening for us quite consistently. Blood Transfusion. After killing an enemy, heal yourself for 2. I could, but I don't want to. Alright, there is 1 more weird candle out here that I'm going to make my way to and collect before leaving. Don't want to miss out on any of that value. So, I think it's completely over this side as well. There's the florist. Let's loop down here, and then there it is. Beautiful. Leave no value on the table. I like nutty. Yeah, I think I just prefer a nutty run to a different one. Yeah, Berserker died at the first mob I found. The whole taking damage plan seems kind of suspect. It's very feast or famine. I've found at least. Let's go return to the village. We got a good amount of money to be spending here as well. Probably not going to want to use the Lost Soul heal if I can avoid it. Did I progress anyone's quests? I don't think I progressed anyone's quests. Nope. Might improve weird candles. Don't know what to tallow. Max HP is a block card too. So I can't tell you that I saved your friend. Unfortunate. Turning down cards is still getting his card treads, although we don't have enough to draw an extra card in the first turn yet. Remove a card we can do here. We can also purchase a new card, possibly. I might go with that. Although, here we have the blacksmith, who I am going to quickly buy out the stock of the rest of your these. 100% definitely going to do that immediately. I think I have some to... Do I not have any to join right now? Huh. Could have sworn I did. Okay, so we can transmute some of these in order to join. So we could get, like... Oh, but then I'm still going to need to unlock another space there. But I do want a cracked Gar. I mean, like... Tyr is doing nothing for us. Tyr could easily be Gar. Or... I mean, Stan's okay. I want to leave myself open right now. Because, like... I only put in a polished Gar if I get an extra weapon rune slot, which I might not even get. But then... I don't want to trade all of these to make a super powerful Ethel or a super powerful Stan yet. Number one, it's extremely costly to do, and number two, it only matters if I actually get enough to make a super powerful version of that. So I think I'm going to leave myself open there instead.